Welcome back. It's another music episode. Today, we're going to learn how to do style transfer and we're going to do stem separation. I've been meaning to do this for a while, but you needed FLstudio to do the stem separation and you needed a bunch of stuff in Comfy to do the style transfer with Riffusion, which is what this is using. But guess what? Now we can get around all of that stuff by downloading Audacity 3.42. If you download it with no extras, okay, I'll put a link to an article which gives where to go to get the modules, all right? It's pretty simple. There's only 2 downloads just here. You download Audacity OpenVino Module 3.42 Release 1, so it will only work with the latest Audacity. So update your Audacity if you've already got it. And then download the OpenVino models. That's about 2-3 gigabytes. And follow along with this video. So it's pretty simple. We'll just watch it now together. So you unzip both folders, copy the contents of the module into the root of Audacity, which is usually program files. Audacity. There's nothing to overwrite. It just goes straight in. And then you get the folder. So when you unzip it, you have the folder. You drag the folder for OpenVino models into the root. And it will ask for approval if you've got administrator. And then that's it. Now we start up Audacity. So it's going to show us now. And we'll have to enable the plugin. It'll be listed as new. So we'll just... All right, down to modules in preferences, and you'll see mod OpenVino is new. Set that to enabled, set OK, and then restart the program. If I now get rid of this, we can have a look at this. So this is a song which I made a while ago. All right, it's only 40 seconds long. It's like a little intro. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to select all, and we're going to go to Effect, and I'm going to do Music Separation just to show you that one first. So we'll have it separate into drums, bass, vocal, and others. Apply. First time you run this, it might take some time to compile for your system, and you can select GPU. I've just left it on the standard defaults, so there's a few things using CPU there, but it's fine. And then what it's done, if I just solo this one, okay, so it's taken the drums out, so now I get the bass. Bass is sometimes a bit sketchy. Scratching noises. And then we'll check out the instrument stem. Mostly the chimes. All right, so then if I go for the voice, there isn't actually any voice until here. There's nothing there anyway. All right. So if I just scroll up to the top, what I'm going to want to do is solo the first track, which was this alert, and select it. There we go. Like that. Now we're going to go to Effect, Style Remix. Now this is generally drums and bass. Sorry, drums and a bell. So what we'll do is we'll go for funk piano, right? And I'm going to leave everything as default. As you can see, CPU, GPU, CPU, GPU, GPU. It's fine. I do sometimes like to set a seed, but just use any number that's familiar to you. Going to do some time travel. And while we're skipping through time, you can see here it's broken this up into segments, and it's going to do the number of iterations over each segment. So that's how it's going to chain everything together. While we're skipping through time again, I think it's probably worth mentioning that about a minute should take you about 4 minutes. I had 4-minute tracks taking 20 minutes, and 9-minute remixes can go over an hour. So just be aware of that. Obviously, if you use more GPU sections, then it's going to be a bit quicker depending on whether you have a GPU to leverage. And if it's all CPU, it's going to be a bit slower. Okay, it's finished. Let's see what we got. So we've got the original. Whoops, we got the original. Solo the Gen. Hang on, I need to mute my microphone. First thing I'll say about that is everything's maxed out. Can you see the peaks? My God. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to immediately reduce the gain by like 6. It won't save it, but it'll help a little bit. Now, you might have noticed there's a bit of weird toning, okay? And there's a couple of ways we can fix that. But the first thing I'm going to show you is this is why I split the original. So we're still going to leave the original muted, but we're going to bring back first the drums, all right? So I'm going to unmute the drums. I'm going to back them off by about, I don't know, 3 decibels. It's pretty arbitrary. We just don't want it to max out, okay? Let's take a listen to that. Starting to sound like a cool funky piano remix already. And at this point, what I would do is I would experiment with the levels, maybe experiment with bringing in other stuff from the original, but there's not really much there to mess about with, to be honest. I want to keep it original, so, or at least make it different from the original. So it's got the same structure, it's got the same melody, but it doesn't have the same instruments, and it's got a few extra bits and pieces that's been filled in because of the denoising. So all in all, you can get some pretty cool sounding riffs, but this isn't where I would finish. At this point, I would either take it into a loop machine and make it bigger, or put it in a DAW full on and like remaster everything. So I've already done that with a track here. So what I'll do is I'll just quickly show you where we started. So we started off, the original's gone now, but we started off with Hard House Violin. All right. And that gives us this. Okay, and when we put the drums back in, so if we take that off, when we have the drums, the other instruments backed off, the vocals back in, we end up with this. So if we go over to SoundCloud, then we can check out the finished version. So I know that a lot of people are making animations, and obviously it'd be nice if you could make some original music to put it to. What I would recommend is splitting out the lyrics, putting them through a voice transformer, so you've got a different voice singing, if not your own lyrics, which you could do the same with, and then take the music and transform that, split the drums, put that back on top, take it into. We'll do a video in FLstudio at some point. I'm not a professional when it comes to FLstudio. It's just a hobby for me, but I do like using it, and I could probably show you like the basics. I reckon anybody with more experience would do better, but the idea is mastering the track. Once you've got all of you save all of the tracks. So just here, what we would do is we would go export audio, and instead of, we'd say multiple files in here, and it's going to export all of the channels that we've got here, right? It's like a multi-track. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, like I said, Audacity. It does also have, which I didn't cover, music generation, which is text to audio, right? If you put it on the advanced setup, you've got a start prompt and end prompt, start seed, end seed, so you can do some seed traveling. Use strength travel. There's seed images. It's very cool. So don't miss. If you want to make your own audio or transform some audio you like, it doesn't take long, and you don't even need a big GPU. It's all on your machine. There's no cloud credits. So take advantage. So that's pretty much all I've got for you today. That's another one for the music playlist. So I'll see you in the next one.